Oh, wow, interesting. It cuts.
Hey, what's up everybody? It's your girl Merle, and today we're going to be trying something that is coming from someone you might not expect. Someone was kind enough to send me this recipe by Gordon Ramsay for a vegan steak. I know a lot of people that are vegan that probably despise Gordon Ramsay because he's not shy about making fun of vegetarianism or veganism. I actually saw a lot of people commenting on his posts and saying like, can't you guys see he's mocking veganism? Don't you applaud this? Like, it's all for show. And all I could think when I saw the video was, how does that taste? Because it looks pretty good. I love eggplant, and any way that I can kind of transform eggplant in a way to recreate steak, which I used to cherish every Sunday with my grandfather, I'm down. So today, we're gonna try this recipe out. Let's see if it's any good. So the first thing we're gonna do is to brush our eggplant with some oil. And I don't have a gas stove. So Gordon said right in his recipe that you can also broil the eggplants and you can just kind of rotate them every 5 minutes or so and make sure they don't burn. So I did that for probably about 35 minutes. My fire alarm did go off several times because it was smoky as hell in here. But other than that, it was a relatively stressless situation. Look at that, look at that. I am impressed with this, being able to do this without a gas stove. Look at this, Aria.
Oh, wow.
Right? Once the eggplant is broiled evenly on all sides, I set it aside and I just let it cool down until it was cool enough for me to handle so that I could get to peeling. In the meantime, I prepared our steak rub, which is garlic powder, onion powder, smoked paprika, cumin, mustard, dill, dried thyme and rosemary, and red pepper flakes. He used mushroom powder, but I didn't have any. He used whole seed spices. I just used the ground ones because that's what I have. Once the eggplants were cool, I went ahead and peeled off the skin, which is always so satisfying and kind of fun to do. You are gonna get oily, but it's worth it for the satisfaction of watching the skin come off. In any other context, that's really creepy, but it's very satisfying in this case. I rubbed all sides of my eggplant with the steak rub that we made and made sure that it was even all the way around, and then I evenly distributed some salt across the entire thing. Then I transferred my eggplant over to a baking dish that I'd sprayed with a little bit of oil, and I drizzled some olive oil over my eggplant, and I poured some red wine over the top of the eggplant to cover it, and you can just do that until it covers the bottom of the baking dish. Then I roasted it in the oven for about 40 minutes, and halfway through I flipped it over, and then I roasted it for another 30 minutes. While my eggplant was baking, I made my basting jus. I added the rest of my wine, some beet juice, and rosemary, and I brought it to a rapid boil. Once it came to a boil, I simmered that over a medium heat until the mixture reduced by about half. I whisked in the vegan bouillon and vegan butter, and then I stirred that until it was mixed completely. And then I removed that from the heat and stirred in my soy sauce, Worcester sauce, and I added a little bit of liquid smoke. Then I reduced the oven heat to 300 degrees Fahrenheit, and I drizzled the eggplant with about 1/3 of the jus. And he said to cook it between 15 and 20 minutes, but I ended up cooking it for about 35 minutes. This whole process was really fun to watch it unfold because the eggplant starts to deflate and dehydrate, and you just continue to baste it with the jus, and it just starts to crisp up on the outside, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. Whoa, looking good. It smells amazing, amazing. I just have to tell you, between the smells I'm smelling in this kitchen and the way this thing looks, I am so excited to try this right now. Aria, why don't you come on in? He hasn't seen it yet either, so this will be kind of fun. Oh,
Thin and young and handsome, the boy from Ipanema goes dancing, and when he passes, each one he passes goes, ah. So yeah, I'm a big steak lover, so I'm excited to try this. It does smell fantastic. Oh, by the way, I should know else, I also love Gordon Ramsay.
You love Gordon Ramsay?
I love Gordon Ramsay. I'm a big fan. Back in the old Kitchen Nightmares days, even before, when he was in England doing his thing back then, he was less cranky back then.
Okay, okay. I don't know him that well. I mean, I don't know him at all. Ready?
Wow.
Pretty cool.
That's very cool. Good. Also, it looks like it could be like a piece of tri-tip, maybe.
Okay, I haven't tried it either, so let's do it. Let's see.
Ooh, wow, interesting. It cuts different than you would cut an eggplant a little bit.
Oh, the inside is looking pretty eggplant-like. Okay, the inside looks, well, it is an eggplant, so there's seeds, you know?
I like it.
It's not steak.
It's not steak, but I like it.
It's really delicious, though.
Yeah, the sauce is really good. The eggplant's cooked perfectly. That's like really moist too. This is like,
oh my God.
I heard you saying like this may as well just be a good eggplant recipe.
I would serve this to people as like a fancy dinner party, you know?
The eggplant is perfectly moist.
Oh yeah.
The outside is really nice. The skin, I guess, of the eggplant is fantastic. The sauce is great. I could keep eating this. This is fantastic. So I guess the question is it a steak? No. Does it taste like steak? No.
No.
But it's great.
But you know what? That's okay. That's okay with me. I don't need it to taste just like a steak. It is absolutely delicious. This is like some of the best ways I've ever had eggplant in my life. Scale of 1 to 10, likeness to steak, like a 2. Just because the inside is an eggplant. There's no way around it.
Yeah. But as an actual dish, like 9 out of 10.
I would say 9 too.
Is that your sauce, his sauce?
His sauce.
Well, sauce is fantastic.
I know. Whether you're vegan or you're not vegan and you want a new dish, something really delicious and honestly, like fancy. Ooh, with some mashed potatoes and mushrooms.
Oh my gosh.
Can you imagine?
Oh my gosh, yeah. We'll put that on top of a mashed potato, like
That's how he did
potato
it.
puree.
That's what he did.
Oh my gosh.
You're eating the stem.
I don't care.
Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe.
I